It's unbelievable, the little things that motivate you. I remember as a kid, the little things that motivated me. I remember going to the store, and I just wanted the real kind of cereal, the box cereal. I remember going to kids' houses, and they would have this on the top of the refrigerator, and I'm like, dude, these kids are rich. They made it. They have the real cereal. I'm serious. I'm like, Mom, please, like, can we get the real cereal? And she's like, no, they all taste the same. She would get us this big old bag, right? I'm like, oh, I hated it. I'm not kidding. I remember one time I finally convinced my mama. I'm like, Mom, please let us get the real cereal. It doesn't taste the same. I want the real cereal. And she's like, okay, but if we can't afford it, you got to put it back. I only have this much money. And I remember we're there, and I'm like, dude, finally, I got the real cereal. I'm even going to invite friends over. Like, hey, dude, you want some cereal? I was going to show off that I got the real cereal. I'm not kidding. I was so excited about the real cereal. And guys, we couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford it. And I was so devastated that the man behind me seen that in my face. I was so let down. I'm like, man. And he's like, don't worry about it. You want the cereal? I'll take care of it. And he bought it. And I remember that feeling. Like, man, I can't wait until I become an adult. And I can do that for others. And guys, you know what? That little gesture that man did changed my life. I'm always looking. I'm always looking for someone that can't pay their, you know, when you're going to a grocery store and they're putting things back, I'm always looking like, okay, here's my shot. Here you go. It's planting that seed. He planted a seed in me that he didn't even know was going to have a ripple effect. Now in the store, when I go, the cashiers, they know who I am. Right? They're like, hey, how you doing? And then I always see it. And you know how good it feels to do that for somebody else? And I don't do it for, hey, give me your name or number. No, just because it makes me feel good about me. You guys follow me? This company gave me a shot to do that. Guys, if I was working in corporate America, when I was working at the Swami, they paid me just enough money just for I can take care of myself. Now we're blessed beyond measure that we can bless others. What an amazing company. How many of you guys with me on that? And look, and then it hit me. I realized why I went through so much pain, why I went through what I went through, because if God would have gave us everything, I would have became lazy. See, some of you guys want way more in your life, but you're not ready for that blessing because he'll spoil you rotten. You guys follow me? We got to earn it. And guys, all it is expectation. See, we're the thermostat in our team. Your team is doing what they're doing because of the leadership. Plain and simple. Guys, and you guys are the best of the best. You guys are amazing thermostat. But I'm telling you, look, guys, let me tell you something. Let me use Blake Whittle as an example. So, Blake, you mind coming out here? Let's give Blake a hand really quick. Give him a hand, guys. Look, Blake, all right? Don't stand too close to me, man. What the heck? All right, there you go. No, it's all about our expectations. Would you guys agree? If I put 50 pounds of weight on fat on Blake Whittle, 6 months to a year, he'll be back to his regular shape. Yes or no? Because that's his expectation of himself. Would you guys agree? And same thing if we get someone that's out of weight, you know, that's not in the right shape, right, guys? And we take off 50 pounds of weight. 6 months to a year later, they're back to where they belong. Yes or no? Because they didn't change the way they think. Their expectations of themselves. You guys follow me? See, look, thank you so much, Blake. Appreciate it, man. Look at this. Give me a hand, guys. Look, let me tell you something. You got to raise your expectations. And I'm talking to you out there. I'm telling you guys, even in business, you got to raise your expectations. See, guys, you got to go from, I remember Franny and I will go from hoping, we went from hoping this would work, started to believe this can work, to expecting this to work. Why? Because we were willing to give up to go up. We were willing to give up the weekends. We were willing to give up the holidays. We were willing to give up the parties. You guys follow me here? For we can have a better life. And in the beginning, I remember how much it hurt. But now, we don't wait for holidays to celebrate. We create them. You guys follow me here? That's an employee mindset. You think I wait once a year to give my wife a Valentine's Day? Man, we work too hard. We work 2 million Valentine's Days to celebrate that once a year. You think I wait once a year to give my mother a Mother's Day? That's an employee's mindset. See, guys, you gotta work your tail off for a period of time, for every day can be a Mother's Day. You guys follow me here? Guys, and thank God we're in part of a business that gives us that ability. And look, let me tell you something. We were blessed to purchase a business. Man, what an amazing honor that is. And they were doing 13 by 16,000 premium in the last 120 days. But you know what? We went in there and I had an emergency meeting. And I told them how much I believe in them and how we're going to do accountabilities and how they said that. They said expect our business to drop 50%. But you know what? I don't believe this is an accident you're here. I believe this is God sent. And I coached them up and I believed in them. And you know what happened? You know what happened, Chris? We grew by 300%. We took them from doing 16,000 to 45,000 their first month. We've already broke the best recruiting record, the best premium record, licensing record, and we haven't stopped in the last 90 days. We've been doing that. And guess what? My expectation of them is you're going to be a 100 by 100 base shop and continue doing securities. We're not going to stop because that's our thermostat. You guys follow me here. How many of you guys are ready to raise your thermostat to a whole nother level? Right, guys? Look. Let me tell you how plain and simple this is. See, if I hold a seed in my hand, if I have a seed in my hand, what do you see? A seed. So therefore, you treat it like a seed and it remains a seed. See, when I see a seed in the hand, you know what I see? I see a rainforest. And I treat it like a rainforest, so it becomes a what? See, that's what I do with our team. I see them as who they can be. I see them as senior national sales directors. I see them as $1 million earners, and I treat them that way. I believe in them that way, and that's why they become that way. You guys follow me here? Thank you. I'll take you to, hey, you guys follow me here. It's that, guys. It's your belief level. It's believing in your people. And look, San Diego is very dear to my heart. Why? Because that's what made Franny and I. We work so hard. We give that everything we got. I remember as division leaders, me and my wife would drive out here with the last penny in our pocket. And sometimes when I didn't have enough money to return back, I would stay in the park, so I would tell Franny to stay back. And I would stay in my car, just bring a change of clothes. And I remember staying in my car, and I wanted to win so bad. I didn't care what was going on. It was just a matter of when. I didn't care what was happening in our life. It was just a matter of time before we went. Because we knew no one's willing to work as hard. We knew no one's willing to commit as hard as we were committing. You guys follow me here? And I remember, like yesterday, we pulled up to a meeting, and our whole team was gone on us, Rick. Everybody. We built a 30 by 30 base shop. We're about to go RVP, and they quit on us. Can I tell you something? That was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because look, and to Franny, because when we went back, okay, and I need to finish with this. We went back and it made us dig deep. There was a story, and I'm gonna close with this. There was a story about these two neighbors, and these two neighbors, let me tell you something, I'm gonna relate it all back. These two neighbors are so competitive, and they wanted to have the best front yard. So they planted the best trees, the best flowers, I mean, the most beautiful thing. But one neighbor was a little bit more competitive, and he watered it a little bit more, fertilized it a little bit more, and the other guy just gave it just enough. Well, a big storm hit, and they both came out the next day. And the guy that fertilized it a lot and put water in it a lot, I mean, overdid it, guess what? His lawn was wiped out. And the other guy, his trees were still standing. He was so frustrated and he was so irritated. He's like, how is this possible? He went to the other neighbor and said, hey, how did this happen? He's like, because, see, you overdid it. You gave him way more than it needed. I gave it just enough. The roots in our tree had no choice but to dig deep to get more water. See, guys, sometimes we give our team too much. You guys follow me here? Sometimes we don't understand what's happening in our life. You know what it is? It's God working in our life. He wants you to dig deep. So when adversity hits, right, guys, we're strong and we dominate. And I believe in this company, and I believe, guys, we are going to change this industry like no other. It's such an honor speaking in front of you guys. Love you. See you at the top.